Hi you guys. Sorry, I didn't really do myself up for the video because this is kind of a last minute thing. I want to talk about making money doing alterations. And I have a job to do. I don't normally sew for people, but because my friend's daughter's friend needed his pants hemmed, I am going to make a video out of it. And I thought I'm not going to do any talking because I want you to see in real time how long it takes. This is a super simple alteration, and it's a good way to make money because as you probably know, most ready-to-wear clothing is not going to fit everybody, and you kind of expect to have something altered, whether it's taking up the waist or shortening or whatever. So I wanted to let you know that if you need to make money, this is a good way to do it. I'm doing 2 pairs of pants. I charge $15 for each one, and people will not blink an eye at $15 per pair. And there's so many good reasons to do this for money. And that is, the faster you get, the more money you make per hour if you have a lot to do. It's not like I get paid $15 an hour and I can only do 2 pairs of pants an hour. No, I've done like 10 pairs of pants in an hour. Of course, that's when I worked for somebody and got paid $8 an hour, because that was in the South and they don't have, the minimum wage that we do in California. But if I do, 10 pair at $15 a pair, do the math. This is good stuff. So what I'm thinking, if you just go, okay, you know what? I'm going to practice my sewing, practice on your pants, practice on mom's pants, dad's pants, your siblings, do it for free, practice, and make sure you're really good. And make sure you're really quick, because people, it's not just good work, it's the turnaround. No one wants to hand over a pair of pants and be waiting for 2 weeks for it. If you can go, yeah, I'll do it. It's $15 and I'll get it back to you tomorrow or whatever. You can go home, have it done in 15 minutes, and you can get it back the same day or the next day. Now, if you don't feel comfortable doing 15, you set your price anywhere you want. I don't do it for less than 15 because my time is valuable. And so if I have a load of, let's say I have 20 pair I need to get done today, and someone comes up, I need these done right now. Okay, my normal price is 15, but if you want me to cut you in front of all these other people, which it may or may not be a big deal, you can charge a couple extra bucks for that. When I used to alter wedding dresses, there was always a fee if you give me your wedding dress or your bridesmaid's dress or your prom dress and want it back within 2 weeks. Just because in prom season or wedding season, it takes a long time. If you're going to be pushed to the front, and it doesn't mean I make other people slack, it means I work faster and I don't get my breaks, and I don't get to like sit down and watch a movie. I put myself to work, and without pushing these people back. So that's just how I did it. But if you can do pants, I'm going to show you, these are really easy and can be really quick. The better you get, or the more you do, going to mark, cut, fold. And what's good is with pants, you don't need to iron them until the very end. Then you press them out. But yeah, I'm already almost 4.5 minutes in. So let's get started. Before we get started on the sewing, I recommend that you get your thread and your bobbins set up beforehand. You don't want to have to stop in the middle of a job from one pair of pants to another to look for thread. So I have both of my pants here, and find the thread that matches your thread here. Sometimes you'll have jeans with red thread throughout the whole thing. You don't want to follow with blue jean or blue thread. You want the red top stitching thread. Now I don't have a matching top stitching thread, and this is the closest I have. If you have a lighter, darker like this, I have a gray pair of pants, I'm going, oh, this looks like it'll work. But you look at it, Always pull a strand off and lay it down, and you can see how light that is next to the fabric. And that's even here, that would match there, but we're talking here so you can see it. If you think this is too dark, just pull it off and look. And if you have one that's lighter and one that's darker, go with darker. So this is what I'm going to use on this pair of pants. And before I start sewing, I am going to make sure I have a bobbin set up for this one. And it looks like, that looks like it right there. I guess it would help to match it up with the right pair of pants. It looks like it might be a little light. It looks good. It looks like the same one. So I'm going to set these aside for the gray. And then this one, and I'll find a thread for this one. Or a bobbin for this one. Now, it's easier if you have one thread that doesn't match, like if you don't have enough to do a bobbin with the thread, put the one that matches the fabric the most on the bobbin, because it's easier to sew when the fold is coming up over like this, and then the bobbin will be on the right side of the fabric. And this right here, for some reason, did not get wound properly, so I may have to wind another one. Okay, this person already folded their pants where they wanted them, so I'm going to mark them separately because he tried them on, folded them up, and he knows where he wants them. So this is how I'm treating this one, this customer. Now you look at your hem. That's a 1-inch hem, so you're going to do it 2 inches because I'm going to double the hem, and that I do that to make sure there is enough room in case there's an issue, then we can adjust things a little bit. This is the cut line, this is the fold line. Now here you see it's a little crooked. I'm going to line it up, bring this one down a little bit. It's So just a tad crooked, not too much. And I mark the edges so that I'm guaranteed a straight line according to where he folded it. Pair is ready for the sewing machine. Okay, you can see he also folded these, so I'm not going to pin these either. I will mark them though. Make sure they have good crease or that you can plainly see where they want them. And again, I fold them this way. It's just easier. And the back of the pants are toward me. Now, sometimes pants don't line up correctly, and it's a little frustrating. Just do the best you can. I'm kind of letting them hang from the hems. Okay, so I can see the fold line here. Sorry, I have my magnet. All right, you guys, that was it. Pretty quick and easy. And can you imagine how much faster it would be if you had an industrial? If you had an industrial machine with a knee presser foot lift and a thread cutter, you'd be flying through these alterations. You saw in the video how I was really struggling to get through this seam right here. These machines can go through them, but I'm always really scared they're going to break my needle, so I have to really, I turn the hand wheel to get through it, and just over this part here. So you did see me struggle with that. If I was on my industrial downstairs, it wouldn't have been a problem. I have the bigger needles down there. Those machines are workhorses. You can get them used and they'll last you for years. These machines, although it's considered a heavy duty or it's got a high lift so it can go through those thick layers of denim, it's not the same as these. But the ones they explain to you in the store when they show you how to sew through 8 layers, they're 8 flat layers. This is a hump you have to get over, so it's different. There are presser feet and little gadgets that you can use to help go through that. I was going to use it here, but I didn't want it to make it about that. So I'm thinking about doing a video on the different presser feet and gadgets that you can use to make your sewing a little easier. But I hope you like this video. I hope you can see how it can be profitable to do some alterations like this, especially when it's repetitive. If you have a lot and you can just work a system for yourself. You know, you do all your marking and cutting, and then you do all your sewing, then you do all your pressing, and you can zip right through it. So hope you guys like this video. If you're not subscribed, I would ask you to consider subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. Thanks guys, bye.